Hello my lovelies, you're especially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Princess Okonkwo. If today is your first time visiting my page, thank you so much for stopping by, and please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you become a member of my sewing family. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how to draft an A-line gown pattern. Okay, please keep on watching and don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share this video. Okay, thank you so much. So we will start by pasting our paper. I'm masking it down the way you have seen me do. The first thing to do, mask your paper down, then next thing, because it's an A-line gown, we are going to be drafting both the front and the back on this paper. So the first thing to do is to mark the entire length. This gown I'm making is going to be a short gown, so the length I have marked is 38 inches, and I've gone ahead to roll it down. Oops. So the next thing for me to mark is a shoulder to bust point. I would like to use this marker so that I can see it properly. So I'll mark it on this line. So the next is a shoulder to under bust. The next is shoulder to waist measurement. Okay, we can also mark our shoulder to hip. Can you see? So, and this is the length of the gown. So the next thing to do is to impute our shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement I'm working with is 14 divided by 2, it's 7 inches. So this is my 7 inches here, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. I'll put a dot there. So the next thing is for me to mark our normal 3 by 3 for the neck width and the neck depth. So here is my 3 inches. Okay, so for the back, I'll come down by 1 inch first, and I'll put a mark there, and I'll also come down by 3 inch for the front. So I'm going to connect both the front and the back to cut out the back first, and the next one is the front. You see? So the next thing I'll do is to connect my shoulder slant here, and I'll quickly come down here and measure my shoulder measurement accurate, and I'll connect these 2 points with a dotted line. So before I connect my armhole, I'll divide my bust measurement divided by 4, and I will mark it here. Okay, then I'll divide this into 2 to get the midpoint for my armhole, and from that midpoint I'll come in by 0.5 my armhole, like so. So next I'll divide my underbust measurement divided by 4, and whatever you get, you will mark it on this line, on your underbust line. Okay, next is my waist divided by 4, and the result I get, I'll mark it on my waist line here. Go ahead to and divide your hip measurement divided by 4, and we'll mark the result here. So the same result I mark on my hip line, I would like to mark it on the hem line, but I'm going to add 3 inches to it, depending on how wide you want your A-line to be. Okay, this one I want it to be a little moderate. I don't want it to be that to the A shape, to be that full. So I'm going to add 3 inches to what I have here, and I'll mark it on my hem line. So that is it. So the next thing I'll do is to connect all these points together. It's as simple as that. Remember, I have not added any form of allowance to this. All the allowances will be added on our pattern. So after connecting it, make sure you blend it. Come back to all the curve areas, okay, and blend it up. You don't want those sharp points. Okay, and afterwards, next thing we'll cut out. So for here, I'm only going to cut out the back. That is to say, I'm going to transfer for the back line first before we do the front. All right, our pattern is ready. Here is the beautiful Ankara fabric that we'll be using to sew this beautiful A-line gown. Can you see? So I'll quickly fold it into 2 now, place our pattern on it, and then we'll begin to add our allowances. So here, so mates, I've folded our fabric. I folded it into 2. Make sure that the right side is facing right side. So because of the allowances we're going to add, we're supposed to mark our chalk on the front part. So the right side is facing right side. Fold it into 2 like so, and place your pattern on it just as I've done. Make sure you have enough space on this side that can take care of your seam allowances, and make sure you have enough space on the downside, on this other side. And on this side, this is going to be our zipper allowance, because I'm going to attach a zipper to this. So this 1 inch here is my zipper allowance. I'm going to cut it open now. So because of the bulge we normally experience at the back, I'm going to cut out 0.5 here, mainly from the waist line. From this part, I went in by 0.5 to be able to contour the back, so as to, eliminate any kind of bulge at the back. So that is the part I am cutting out now. That is it. So I'll start adding my allowances from the neck region. Remember this is our neck for the back. So I'll add 0.5, and then for the shoulder slant, 0.5. If you're not sure, please go ahead and mark it with your measuring tape to be sure. All right, and then for the side, I'm going to add 1 inch allowance, or you can still add 1.5. So I haven't done that now. I'll cut out. I would like to notch the zipper area. All right, so I'll unpin it, fold the next one for us to cut out the front. At the hem part, I measure 2 inches away so that I can use it to fold in the lining, because I'm going to use lining to turn up this fabric when I'm sewing it. So that's why I measured 2 inches. Okay, now this is done. I'll keep it aside. So I would like to cut out the sleeve. I would like to use my pattern. All right, so my sleeve is ready. I'll go ahead and cut my pockets. I'm going to mark out 1 inch for my starting, and then place your hand like so. Can you see? And then just draw this beak around it like so. Measure the opening. Make sure it's about 6 or 7 inches. Remember to mark that to show that this is the bad side, and do the same for the other one, and then place it and cut out for the second one. So I'll go ahead and mark it to identify that this is the back side. This is the wrong side, okay? So I'll keep it aside. So practically everything we need to sew this beautiful gown is ready. We'll go ahead now and start sewing it on our sewing machine. Meanwhile, I'm going to attach a lining to it. So the same thing we have cut out, I'll cut the exact thing on my lining. I'll iron hasty on it, and then we'll start sewing. So see you. Stay tuned.